Good morning and welcome to the judges, teachers, guests and participants of FRSIS 2024. Now, I'd like to introduce our judges today. The Chief Judge is Encik Khairul Naim bin Abdul Aziz, Lecturer, Faculty of Applied Science, University Teknologi Mara Cawangan Perlis. The second judge is Miss Anis Fakira binti Muhammad Kirzani from Sekolah Menengah Sains Tuanku Muhammad Faris Petra. The third judge is Miss Mastina Wati bin Ahmad from Sekolah Menengah Sains Batu Pahat. And I, Ifah binti Azizul from Sekolah Berasrama Penuh Integrasi Kubang Pasu, while the timekeepers Umar Zuhdi bin Azman and Ryan Ikmal Hakim bin Sofizan are from Sekolah Menengah Sains Tuanku Said Putra. Now, let me read the rules. Each team should consist of presenters and a technical assistant. The presentation must focus on the sub-team assigned to the team. The duration of the presentation should not be more than 10 minutes. The bell will be rung once at the 9th minute and twice at the 10th minute. A question and answer session will be conducted after each presentation. Now, I would like to invite the first team, Sekolah Menengah Sains MUZAFFAR SHAH, to present.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and a good day to all the excellent judges and members of the floor. We are MUZAFFAR SHAH Science Secondary School and we are proud to present to you our research on AI tools, leveraging sustainable educational infrastructure and climate literacy. This research touches on SDG 9, which is Industry, Innovation and Infrastructure, where we have narrowed it down to educational infrastructure for the best relevancy for us students. Before we begin with our presentation, allow me to introduce my teammates. My name is Nur Fariha.
My name is Ahmad Hakimi. My name is MUZAFFAR.
And our technical assistant is Mia Isrania. And we are all under the guidance of Mr. Rishafrin. Now, our research aims to explore the potential use of AI tools in enhancing climate change education among secondary students. Traditional methods have struggled to address the complexities of this issue, and there is a need for a more diverse and personalized approaches. This research took on a mixed method approach involving quantitative surveys and qualitative interviews with teachers. The finding reveals that AI tools not only enhances the learning experience, it also provides tailored guidance and enriches the learning process. AI-powered tools have shown potential in making climate change education more dynamic and adaptable, leading to better outcomes. The main problem that we have identified during our research is the lack of effective tools for personalized learning in climate change education. Traditional methods may not engage or adapt to students' individual learning styles, and this may hinder the effort to mitigate climate change. We have also found that AI technology has shown promises in this area, but its effectiveness is not yet fully understood, and the purpose of our research is to explore in depth the role of AI tools in enhancing climate education and its overall impact. Our research objectives are twofold. First, we want to evaluate the current state of climate change education and its limitations. And secondly, we want to explore the role of AI tools in enhancing climate change education. And to achieve these objectives, we sought to answer two key questions. Firstly, what is the current state of climate change education and its limitations? Secondly, how do AI tools provide personalized learning and interactive simulations for climate change education?
To conduct our study, we have employed a mixed methods approach combining both qualitative and quantitative methodologies. On the quantitative side, we have distributed surveys to students to gather data on their understanding of climate change and their experiences with climate change education. Complementing the surveys, we also conducted qualitative interviews with teachers. These interviews allowed us to explore their experiences with climate change education and their perspectives on the use of AI tools. Moving on, our sample method approach targeted two key stakeholders, namely teachers and students. The students were the primary beneficiaries of the enhanced learning experience, while teachers provide valuable insights on the effectiveness and potential improvements for the AI tools. The questionnaire covered various aspects, including demographics, climate change education experience, engagement and methods, understanding and awareness, as well as its limitation and improvements.
So according to the teacher interviews, we explored several key ideas. First and foremost, personalization techniques. We asked teachers about how do AI tools have adapted to individual learning styles and also the potential of AI to personalize learning experience for climate change topics. Moreover, interactive simulations. We discussed examples of AI-driven simulations that have improved student comprehension and identified the critical elements needed for better AI-based simulations. Furthermore, methodology and effectiveness. We sought to understand the effective methods in using AI tools for personalized learning and challenges or successes teachers have been experienced in using AI for interactive simulations. And last but not least, teachers' role in AI integration. We discovered the changing role of teachers with the integration of AI and the support or resources needed for successful AI implementation. As we all can see on the slides, these were the survey we distributed and also the interview we conducted with one of the teachers. Moving on, based on the finding from our research, we have gained insights into the current state of climate change education and also its limitations. Well, of course, formal education on climate change is adequate. However, there's still a need for us to introduce these topics earlier and expand initiatives among the students within curriculum. Other than that, students were more likely to prefer interactive simulations, meaning suggesting a need to increase the use of multimedia resources and seek for regular feedbacks. At the same time, the findings show improved comprehension, but still need for a better critical evaluation and deeper discussion on causes and consequences for climate changes. Finally, our research highlighted recognition of gaps, the need for more hands-on activities and personalized learning for better learning experience and the potential to explore adaptive technologies and collaborations.
Delving into our findings for our second objective, we have come up with several key themes. Firstly, personalized learning. AI tools have the capability to adapt to students' individual learning styles, and they also provide tailored guidance. This can deepen students' understanding of this issue. Secondly, interactive simulations. Interactive simulations provided by AI tools not only enhances students' understanding, but also keeps them engaged while still keeping the subject interesting. Third, teachers' roles. Ladies and gentlemen, while yes, our research explores how AI tools have the potential to enhance and improve climate change education, but let's not forget, teachers still play a crucial role in providing guidance in content. Thus, they need a good understanding of the tools. This highlights the importance of addressing the challenges and support, addressing technical challenges, and providing adequate training and the necessary support for teachers are crucial in the successful integration of AI tools. Lastly, real-world application. The implementation of AI tools in this sector encourages critical thinking and the application of knowledge to real-world scenarios enhances students' climate literacy.
To put our study into perspective, the LIMA, our national online learning platform developed by the Ministry of Education Malaysia, has incorporated a multitude amount of AI tools. These AI tools are able to be utilized by teachers and educators nationwide to further enhance their teaching methods and to foster a conducive climate change lesson.
In conclusion, our research has demonstrated the significant impact that the roles of AI tools can enhance in climate change education among secondary students. These tools provide interactive simulation and personalized learning, making climate change education more dynamic and adaptable. By supporting critical thinking and real-world application, AI-powered climate education can lead to better outcomes in addressing the global challenge of climate change. However, we still need to address the challenges and support for the successful integration of AI tools in this domain. Overall, our findings has highlighted the promising role of AI tools in enhancing climate change education among secondary students, making it more personalized, engaging, and most importantly, impactful. Our research has opened up room for recommended future research, such as exploring the long-term impact of AI tools, examining its scaling and adaptation, and investigating the effectiveness of specific AI tools. We also need to study the best practices for teachers' trainings. Now, these are some of the literature reviews and references that we have made during our research. And with that, I conclude our presentation for today. Assalamu alaikum and thank you.
Now, I would like to invite the audience to ask questions.
My question is, thank you for sharing your interesting research. My question is, did you use any AI tools in your research?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you for the question given. Do we use AI tools in doing our research? Well, of course, we integrate AI into our research to further illustrate how AI can help in the educational sector, especially. It also can help students to do research that can help change the world for the better. It is what important is that the research is original, so that there's a barrier between the utilization of artificial intelligence and the utilization of original idea. Does that comply to your question?
Now, I would like to invite the judges to ask the questions.
Okay. Morning. Assalamualaikum. So I have one question. Good presentations. So how does integrate AI enhance the climate change learning experience into safeguarding our planet?
So, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you, sir, for the question. If I understand correctly, you're asking how does AI tools actually enhance the climate change education? Well, from our research, we have found that AI tools, we have also did literature review, right? We have found that AI tools uses actual climate data for educational purposes. They analyze the data and they make it more comprehensive for students to understand better what the impact of climate change is. Secondly, it provides immersive learning, and this immersive learning and interactive simulations. Traditional teaching methods depends on lectures and memorization a lot, and this can make some students lose interest or lose focus in that topic. Thus, the personalization that AI tools implement can make all of the students, according to their individual learning styles, understand climate change issues better.
Thank you, Sekolah Menengah Sains MUZAFFAR SHAH.
go out of your house, you will see that your house is surrounded by the garbage, by the rotten food. It's like a house in the middle of the landfill. And you see a hunger man, a hunger child, or even a hunger family was searching for the food. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it could happen because each year 1.3 billion tons of food has been wasted. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to take an action to reduce food waste. By a small institutions, the whole world we could save. So that is why on our research today, we are focusing on managing food waste at the school canteen using artificial intelligence technology. So starting our research, we have two problem statements. The first one is the food waste in the school canteen keeps increasing due to poor management of unconsumed food by the student. And the second one is the school canteen workers cannot identify the estimated amounts of raw materials that should be used every day. Ladies and gentlemen, in our research, we have two main objectives. The first one is we want to reduce the food waste at the school canteen. And our second objective is we want to help the canteen workers manage access food efficiently by the use of sophisticated and systematic technology, which is AI. So before we dive further into our research, I'm going to tell you the definition of two main words in our research, AI and food waste. So based on the definition provided by IBM, AI stands for technology that enables computers and machines to simulate humans' intelligence and problem-solving capabilities. And food waste means unconsumed food that been discarded or recycled.
And for your information, there are two stages of food waste, which are the production stage and the consumer stage. Of course, food waste at school canteen is under the consumer stage. To be more detailed, food waste under consumer stage can be divided into four types, which are storage losses, serving losses, preparation losses, and plate waste. However, this research only took the two most significant losses, which are plate waste and preparation losses. Let me explain to you about plate waste first. Plate waste refers to quantity of edible portion of food served that is uneaten. This can be due to oversize of portion or maybe a lack of appetite. The next one is preparation losses. Preparation losses means unwanted portion of food that are discarded. It is usually caused by trimming or peeling process and overestimating how much of an ingredient is needed. In general, if we talk about school canteen, it must include two sides of interaction, right? The students and the canteen workers. Students normally contribute to plate waste, while canteen workers contribute to preparation losses. Moving on to our next slide. In order for us to conduct this research, we choose to use two methods. The first one is quantitative method that involves students of Sekolah Menengah Sains JELI, and the second one is qualitative method that involves the school canteen workers. Let me begin with the quantitative method first. For this method, we conducted a survey, and during this survey, we provided about 3 questions. One of the questions is, do you finish the food that you buy at school canteen? And here you can see the result. Majority of the students, which is around 65%, answered they always finish the food that they buy at school canteen. However, there's still 35% of students whom sometimes and never finish the food that they buy at school canteen. So based on this survey, we can conclude that food waste is happening at our school canteen every single day. Moving on to our next method. For qualitative method, we conducted an interview with our school canteen worker and we made site observation at our school canteen. For the interview, we provided a few questions to the canteen worker. First, how much food waste is thrown away every day? Second, what type of food waste is thrown away the most? And third, how canteen workers usually manage excess food waste? The next slide shows some pictures from our site observation at our school canteen. This picture proves that food waste is really happened at our school canteen. So based on our interview and site observation, first, we found out that around 3 to 4 bins food waste is thrown away every day. Second, vegetables and fruit are the most thrown away food. And third, excess food waste are thrown away directly to the landfill. These findings shows that canteen workers face problem in managing food waste. brings us to our second objective that already mentioned by Livia earlier. Ladies and gentlemen, food waste is a big problem. It can affect many things. I myself, you, judges, everyone in this room. And the worst part is, it can lead to climate change. But you guys might be curious, right? How food waste can lead to climate change? Let me tell you here what happens after the food is wasted. Wasted food will be taken away by garbage truck to the landfill and decomposed. The decomposition process will produce methane gas. Methane gas will trap heat in the atmosphere. In fact, it will absorb 86 times more heat in 20 years than carbon dioxide. And as you guys can guess, what will happen next? The trapping of heat will lead to global warming and climate change. And that's why we need to stop this food waste problem. But so how are we going to combat this problem in managing food waste in order to lower the potential of the climate change? My friend Livia has the answer for that.
So ladies and gentlemen, based on our findings, we have found a few solutions that have been implemented in United States and spreading to a few countries all over the world. Introducing Winnow. Winnow is a technology that using artificial intelligence. So you guys might be wondering, right, how actually Winnow works. So let me explain to you. First, if we can use the tablet, means we can use the system. It comes with a digital scale that gets placed on the kitchen floor with the kitchen bin on top of it. The digital scale is connected to the screen with a camera underneath it, which looks directly into the bin. So every time you put the food waste into it, the camera will take picture and analyze what base item food is, and it's also record things such as the value, the weight of the item, and of course what it is through the day and throughout the week. So all the data get uploaded into the cloud-based server, which allow the Canteen workers to analyze the data. So basically, we know it's a developed solutions to help the Canteen worker analyze which food they throw away every day and adapt their purchasing decision. And then we know also guides Canteen worker in re-engineering their volumes of production and their menus to minimize food waste. And actually, after quite some time, the Canteen worker could learn the pattern to reduce food waste and the budgets. So that is why the Canteen worker could reduce food waste, but never zero, because there's still kitchen scrap left that need to be discarded every day. So ladies and gentlemen, I never tell you yet how to start applying this Winnow in the school canteen. So let me tell you. First, we can import the Winnow from other countries, such as the United States, and we can start applying that Winnow in a certain SBP. And that SBP need to send a monthly report about the effectiveness of Winnow to the Ministry of Education. And if it shows a promising result, the Ministry of Education can start placing it in other schools gradually. So ladies and gentlemen, as I mentioned before, that we could, the Canteen worker could reduce food waste, but there's still wastage left, right? So here's another solutions that we have. We want to convert, we can convert the food waste into organic fertilizer. So here we could avoid food waste from going to the landfill, which we could reduce the methane gas emissions. And if the Canteen worker, if the school canteen have the garden, they can start using the fertilizer for the garden. And what if they don't have it? So they can, if they don't have it, they can, the fertilizer have the potential to be marketed. So ladies and gentlemen, last but not least, the benefits of our research. We could create a country with a revolution of digital technology in managing food waste, and the school canteen economy will get better because of the good management in cutting costs of daily usage.
In conclusion, this research ultimately will reduce food waste to half, and further studies should be conducted on how to improve food waste processing. That's all from us. Thank you.
I would like to invite the audience to ask questions.
This. Hello, my name is Abang Shah from Academy Science Pendang. I have a simple question. Are you guys going to put these winnow technology only in canteen? What about like Dewa Makan or other places that usually people also waste the food? Thank you.
Thank you for the question. Can you give us 5 seconds? Okay, thank you for the question. So our answer is, we have mentioned it before, right? We want to start reducing food waste from a small institutions. So here in our research, we do at the school canteen. So if the window shows a promising result, which we can reduce a lot of food waste, we can start applying in other supermarket or any place that produce a lot of food waste.
Thank you for your presentation. I want to ask, how does actually we know prevent and reduce food waste that is thrown by the student itself? Thank you.
Excuse me, can you repeat the question?
How can we know, reduce and prevent students from throwing away the food waste itself?
Actually, when canteen worker can analyze how much food is wasted, so they can smaller the size of portion. So when the size of portion is getting smaller, and then maybe food waste on the student side can be reduced. I hope that's answer your question.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and good morning. Since you said this technology is already available in the United States, I'm just curious, how about the cost for the bin itself? And is it worth it with the methane produced if you are to invest in the schools available in Malaysia? Thank you.
Thank you for the question. Can you give us 5 seconds? Actually, we have contacted Winnow company itself, but the Winnow company itself, we only the Winnow company itself is only a step email from official company. So if Ministry of Education really wants to put this Winnow as the school canteen, they could build a team and they can ask the company Winnow itself, since it needs to be asked in a official company email.
We know sebenarnya ni. Okay, this technology has been used in US, you said? Okay, we want to know, what is your solution? Your own canteen what do you want to do? If you don't have any window, whatever, what is your solution? Because this has been existed. We want to know something else that is not existed yet that you want to use in your school. Because your topic now is your canteen, right? So how can you control the food waste in your canteen or your dining hall? Okay, thank you.
Thank you for the question. Okay, for that question, I'm going to answer like there's a lot of ways to reduce food waste. One of that is to convert it into the organic fertilizer. And actually, in our research, we have found that if we compost the food waste into organic fertilizer, actually we can reduce 90% of food waste actually. So that's also can reduce the food waste, and there's also a lot of others ways, such as we can we can educate the students itself to not wasting food or so on. So our other solution is to educate the students and to convert the food waste into organic fertilizer.
That's all. Thank you. Thank you Sekolah Menengah Sains JELI for the presentation.
Test.
Now, let's hear from the third team, Sekolah Berasrama Penuh Integrasi BATU RAKIT to present.
Ladies and gentlemen, as human beings, we play a crucial role in protecting our planet from harm. Today, we would like to discuss on our responsibility toward the Earth. Have we taken the necessary steps to ensure the well-being of our planet? This will be presented by us, SBPI BATU RAKIT. Let's reflect on our action and work together for a better future for our Earth. But before that, I would like to bid Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Bin Halina, and this is Fahim Nasri. We are the presenter for today, and allow me to introduce you my other teammates. We have Wafid Noman as the rapporteur, Sofia Khalida as the moderator, and lastly, our beloved advisor, Teacher Halimatun. Before we're going further, let me introduce you about what I'm going to do in our research. What is climate emergency? A climate emergency refers to a situation where the Earth's climate system is undergoing significant and rapid change, purely due to human activities. It is a term used to emphasize the urgent need for action to address the impacts of climate change. AI technologies. refer to a set of technologies that enable computers and machines to perform advanced human-like processes. AI analyze and learn from data, also utilize algorithms and models to process and interpret data. Our main objective for today is discover human activities in terms of industry, innovation, and infrastructure that harm the planet, as well as find some possible ways to mitigate the climate change using AI. 95% of climate change comes from human activities. For example, burning fossil fuels like coal, oil, and gas release greenhouse effect. Human activities have raised the atmosphere carbon dioxide content by 50% in less than 200 years. It also affects global surface temperature since the first industrial revolution. The extra heat is driving regional and seasonal temperature extremes, change in animal habitats, and intensifying heavy rainfall. Industry and infrastructure activities. Industrial activities refer to any processes involved in manufacturing, production, or processing goods on a large scale, while infrastructure activities are related to the planning, design, financing, construction, commissioning, ownership, and maintenance of essential facilities and systems that serve a country, city, or area. Now, let's see, how do industry and infrastructure activities affect the planet? Based on our interview, do you think humans harm the planet more than saving the planet itself? As we can see here, 98% agree that we are ruining the planet more than saving it itself. Right here, we have some industry and infrastructure activities. For example, transportation, movement of goods and people using vehicle and infrastructure, energy production, generation of electricity and heat using various sources. For infrastructure activities, we have urban infrastructure, buildings, housing, schools, hospital, public space. Water infrastructure, dams, reservoirs, water treatment, plants, pipeline. These are the effects on the planet caused from industry and infrastructure activities. For pollution, how can this happen? Caused from construction, machinery, and transportation. For deforestation, caused from clearing land for industrial sites, leading to habitat loss and biodiversity decline. For habitat destruction, caused from development for housing, industry, and infrastructure projects. Lastly, resource depletion, caused from extraction of natural resources at an unsustainable rate.
Ladies and gentlemen, now let's discuss how AI is suitable to help climate change in terms of industry and infrastructure activities. Based on 100 respondents, 58% of people agree that AI is suitable to help climate change in terms of industry and infrastructure activities. AI plays a crucial role in mitigating climate change in terms of industry and infrastructure structure. So here's are some AI solutions in industry and infrastructure activities, such as energy management. AI solution will analyze the pattern energy consumption patterns in industry and will predict if something need maintenance or not, so that the energy can be saved and the energy can be saved and will not cause excessive emission. And then after that, we also have waste management. The AI will automate waste sorting, predicts maintenance need for waste management equipments, and then optimize waste collection rates. And then the effects is improve operational efficiencies, reduce environmental impact, and then promote sustainable waste practice. And lastly, water conservation. AI sensor can monitor water usage in industrial process and can predict water ability and quality. And the effects are will enhance water efficiency and save costs and also promote sustainable water management practice. Moving on to the impact on the environment. AI solution can help to reduction of waste generation by identifying opportunities for recycling, reuse, or reduction of waste generation and optimize waste disposal route to minimize environmental impact. And then it also can help to reduce water pollution. It will suggest ways to reduce water consumption and improve water recycling so as to support sustainable water management practice. And lastly, low damage on the environment. AI solution can help lower the damage on the environment by assessing risks associated with industrial activities and help companies implement preventive measures. Besides, can predict the impact of climate change on industries. So the conclusion of our presentation is we have the power to triumph over the challenges of climate change by embracing cutting-edge AI solution with the industrial and infrastructure realms. The global community can emerge victorious in the battle against the climate crisis by wholeheartedly embracing AI technology across all facets of industrial and infrastructure operation. That's all from us. Thank you.
Now, I would like to invite the audience to ask questions.
Hello. Okay, I have one question. In your presentation, you were talking about how AI can help in climate change and all that. How they can help. But my question is, what is your actual idea? What is the innovation that you guys think about to actually mitigate the climate change problem? What is your main idea? What is your invention or innovation? Because in your presentation, you only talk about how AI can help. That's all for me. Thank you.
Thank you for your question. So basically, our research is how we can implement AI in industrial and infrastructure activity. So basically, we are talking about how we can implement AI in industrial and infrastructure activity. So it means that AI is helping the management of energy, waste, and water conservation. So basically, it means that AI is helping humans to manage industrial and infrastructure activities. So the invention are we implement the AI in industrial and infrastructure activities. Hope that's answer your question.
Okay, so you said AI is helping to solve all these problems that you have mentioned. You mentioned so many problems, isn't it? So can you give us one AI invention or anything that, okay, focus on one. Which one you want to focus? Just now you gave us three. Give us one and give us how this AI can help to solve the problem in the problems that you have chosen. Just now you give us apa tadi? So many things lah. Focus one sekarang. Focus one. Waste management. Apa lagi itu? Deforestation and everything. Ada few tadi you give us. You choose one and you tell us how can AI help to solve this problem that you mentioned. Boleh? Okay.
Thank you for your question. So now let's focus on water management. And we know that on the earth we have water pollution. So basically, the AI will help analyze the water pattern going in and going out, such as dams, reservoir, and water treatment plant. And by that, the AI can analyze the data and then send it to the water management team. And then water management team can plan and route how the water can be cleaned and can be used effectively, and how they can treat their
and how they can treat their water effectively without using excessive energy. Hope that answer your question.
Okay. So that's a lot to cover, right? But as you mentioned for the wastewater management, how do you measure the efficiency of the AI usage?
So we can measure particles, what we call as external particles that does not belong in the water, such as floating trash and carcinogenic compound. So the AI can analyze and help us to know that whether some places is full of trash or not. So we can help to prevent that and also resolve issue and find the source of the pollution itself. So at the end, we can solve the water pollution crisis. Hope that answers your question.
Thank you so much.
Thank you Sekolah Berasma Penuh Integrasi Batu Rakit for the presentation. Now, I would like to invite Sekolah Menengah Sains Kota Tinggi to present.
Oh no, the trees have been cut down. The earth is warming. What should we do? Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to honorable judges, moderators and fellow friends. Today, we will be presenting Artificial Intelligence, the secret to fight illegal deforestation. In this presentation, we will be focusing on background studies, methodologies of our research, findings from our research, implications based on our findings, and the overall conclusion. So, what is illegal deforestation? It is an unlawful clearing of forests without obtaining any necessary permits. For example, the activity of cutting down the trees excessively can lead to several environmental impacts such as habitat destruction, loss of biodiversity, soil erosion, and more significantly, contribution to climate change. Deforestation can affect climate change by releasing stored carbons in the trees back into the atmosphere as carbon dioxide. This leads to, other than that, it will also give a negative impact on water cycles, making it unstable and thus contributing to droughts and floods. In this era, we are all familiar with artificial intelligence. It is a wide-ranging branch of computer technologies concerned with building smart machines. They are capable of augmenting, automating, and accelerating tasks that typically require human intelligence, such as understanding natural language, recognizing patterns, learning from experience, and making decisions. We can relate AI to illegal deforestation since they offer tools and solutions to monitor, mitigate, and manage deforestation activities to promote sustainability and conservation efforts.
The target that we have set for this research is to find an AI solution to fight illegal deforestation based on two key factors, that is approaches that was used by other companies around the globe and pros and cons of using AI to solve this problem.
Now, what is the problem here? The increasing rate of illegal deforestation are affecting climate change tremendously.
Hence, we need to find an immediate and efficient solution to solve the problem.
Not only that, the traditional approaches to manage illegal deforestation are no longer sufficient.
Therefore, we need an innovative technological, specifically using AI to solve this problem easily.
Well, what have we done to make the research of possibilities? Well, firstly, we conducted a literature review that connects survey and research journals that was done before to make us further understand about this topic. And secondly, we conducted a very important methodology, which is survey, which we mainly give it to people or company who have worked in the forestry field and AI technology, such as Sarawak Forestry Department, Jabatan Perhutian, and State Inquiries, who we have also conducted an interview with. Not only that, we also conducted an interview with a lecturer from ITM to gather more in-depth opinions on this issue.
Moving on to our first factor, approaches that was utilized by different companies. So the significance of factor for this thing is by studying the approaches that was used by other companies, it shows us how AI can be useful in helps of reducing the rate of illegal deforestation and some of AI-driven technology that was used by other forest department around the globe. Moving on to our findings, we have, from the survey that we have conducted, we found that most of our answers agree on using AI to solve the deforestation problem, and most of them also agree for the government to join forces with them to solve this problem together. Next, we have also found that AI can be used to predict future deforestation hotspot by analyzing past data of deforestation and certain environmental factors. So conservation efforts can be taken. We also found that AI can be used in helps of forest restoration by analyzing ecological data and identifying suitable planting sites and tree species based on soil conditions. Lastly, we have found that AI can be used to strictly enforce law by identifying patterns of illegal deforestation, thus helping law enforcers to efficiently prioritize enforcement efforts on targeted resources.
Well, for our next findings, we came across a very interesting project conducted in Malaysia called the Rainforest Guardian Research Project. This project is a collaboration between the Sarawak Multimedia Authority, Forest Department Sarawak, Sarawak Forestry Corporation, Huawei Technologies, and Rainforest Connection. With this project, the Sarawak government as well as other regions that uses the technology are able to effectively conserve its rainforest. And not only that, people living in the state as well as future generations are still able to enjoy and experience the magnificent beauty of rainforest through real time and not just through a recording. Now, how does this Guardian devices work? Guardians are modified from old smartphones to build a complex system of sensors that can endure extreme weather to hide them amidst the trees. Each Guardians are equipped with microphone and antennas to collect sound data embedded for 3 kilometers in diameters. When a sound that indicates a potential threat, such as gunshots or chainsaws, are detected with AI, it will be recorded and uploaded into a cloud-based server in real time and generates an alarm. Then, the location of the respective Guardian device will be shown in a mobile app to immediately alert local rangers to seek out for the source of the threat immediately. Michael Yuan, the CEO of Huawei Malaysia, deploys this project as a potential solutions in order to reduce deforestation rate as well as safeguard against biodiversity loss. Not only that, global companies also uses AI-driven technologies. For example, Conservation Metrics uses SMART, which is the spatial monitoring and reporting tool that is being used in Nigeria and Cambodia forests in order to fight illegal poachers. While Mars Incorporated analyzes satellite imagery in order to trace the origin of raw materials in its supply chains, such as cocoa and palm oil, to ensure the sustainable sourcing practices.
Let's move on to factor 2, addressing the advantages and disadvantages of using AI technologies. This significance of factor has two statements, which is focusing the disadvantages of applying AI technologies and the importance of addressing these disadvantages. By using AI technologies, it can lead to several disadvantages. Number 1, cost and accessibility. Using AI technologies can be very costly and thus requiring more investments in this new innovation. Other than that, lack of technical expertise in this new field can be an obstacle from this effort to become a possibility. Number 2, data privacy and security. AI systems rely on vast amounts of data, such as imagery and geospatial information. If these data are not being kept safely, it can raise concerns about data privacy, security, and potential misuse, leading to identity thefts or exploiting of sensitive information. Next, we might also face some technical challenges since using AI needs special skills in remote sensing and geospatial analysis. We might also face some technical problems like combining data, making sure the algorithms work well, and checking the model's functionality.
For our next finding is the essentials of addressing the pros and cons of AI. By identifying the benefits and the strength of AI, we can create good plans, use resources well, and make a big difference in conservation process.
Moreover, we can ensure everyone is being treated equally and fairly by considering its effect on various groups of people such as locals and indigenous people. Furthermore, companies can build stronger partnerships by collaborating to overcome the challenges in tackling deforestation together.
Now, based on factor 1, we can conclude that if AI technology are able to influence the reduction rate of illegal logging,
and if there's AI-driven technology used to reduce the rate of illegal deforestation,
hence, companies can contribute to more effective and holistic approaches in order to combat deforestation.
Next, for factor 2, we have concluded that if the disadvantages of using AI can be highlighted,
if the pros and cons of using AI are addressed,
therefore, companies can make sure that their AI technologies can be responsibly and efficiently used for forest conservation and sustainable development goals.
So, based on our overall research, we can conclude that implementing AI technologies on environmental companies can effectively reduce the rate of deforestation and save the planet. This has been proven by successful analysis of reduction rate of illegal deforestation in Sarawak based on Global Forest Watch. That's all from us. Thank you.
Do you have any questions?
Now I would like to invite the audience to ask questions.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and good morning. Earlier you mentioned that you did both mixed method, right? Quanti and qualitative, right, for your methodology. May I know, for your quantitative method, how many respondents answered your survey?
Overall, we have gathered about 90 respondents.
90?
90.
All right, thank you.
Okay. So you have Guardian, a great case study. So after all of that, so what are the gaps that you find in your study?
Pardon?
What are the gaps by using AI to combat illegal deforestation?
Give us 5 seconds, please.
Were they? Alright. As we have repeated in our finding of S2, guardians will alert local rangers using their system and generates an alert, and that will alert local rangers to come and give help. Is that clear enough? Or
Thank you Sekolah Menengah Sains Kota Tinggi. This